Hello and welcome to Fiona's Creative Canvas. I'm Fiona and today I've got this long palette knife out and I've got some modelling paste out. And this piece is going to be inspired by an artist called Indie Roo. She's on YouTube and I just love what she does. So basically I'm going to use this palette knife because I've seen her use it, make some kind of texture through the middle, maybe use some of the plastic that was on the cover to make a bit of pattern, let that dry and then put some paint on. So I'm going to get straight into it with the texture. Let's have a look. Like I said, I opened this a while ago, so I don't know what sort of texture she uses. It's been a while since I've actually watched one of her videos, but they kind of inspired me to get into the texture and abstract stuff. So a big shout out to her. Let's just like smear it, I guess. Oh, I like that. Put a few marks like that. It kind of, yeah, that's cool. Just sort of being intuitive again. Maybe scrape some off and lay it back on. Not quite sure about this. So just get some texture happening. Should we try a bit of the plastic? I'll just grab a small amount. I might try scrunching it. Oh. Definitely got some texture there. I don't know if I want to go with too much texture. Yeah, all right. Gonna add a little bit more up there. Just a small amount. I'm going to let this dry overnight. I don't think you have to let it take that long to dry, but I just like to make sure. So I'll bring you back when it's dry. Okay, I've got my canvas back out and it's nice and dry. We've got some texture happening and I've picked out some colours. I'm going with a blue, green, yellow palette. I've got some Payne's Grey and I've got some of this transparent mixing white, which I want to try. I believe it lightens the colours without making them sort of milky like white does. But I also have some white on the side. So I kind of want to get my colours down and then blend out. Alright, I'm going to apply some of these colours with a palette knife. I've got some Prussian phthalo blue here. And this is manganese blue. Let's put some of that down first. I'm just going to play, I think. Sort of build up this texture in the middle. Interesting. Let's put a little bit of the mixing white down. Cool. Try some of that mixing white. So I've got a couple of different yellows here. I've got the Azo Yellow Light and Azo Yellow Deep. Of this colour, I had thought about putting a bit in. Wipe off my palette brush, my palette knife. Got the Payne's Grey. I'm just going to try and build it out a bit, and then we'll get the brush into it, I think. And that white, mixing white. All right, let's start with that. Spray down a bit of the canvas, and I think I'll start with my bigger brush. I'm just going to dampen it a little bit on the end, so just that edge. Maybe wipe a bit off just so it's not completely dry. Maybe I'll start down here. So I'm just starting on the lighter colour first. Definitely need more paint on here. Nice. Might turn it around a bit just to make it a little bit easier to work with. I might add a little bit of the mixing white in here. We'll turn it around again. So I think we're probably going to come back over this texture part and bring that out a bit. I think I just want to get the background blended. Maybe here I will just add a little bit of brown just to get between the dark colour and the yellow. Maybe not. In fact, I might get a new brush just to blend this bit. Get my little brush, just put some water on it, and grab some of this yellow. All right, let's put a little bit of this mixing white down. I want more of that yellow in. All right, I like this blush of light yellow. Actually, kind of like this on this angle. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now Just check if there's any extra spots I want to blend. I think I'm going to get some more lightness through here with the bright green and the mixing white. Nice. I like that. Just trying to get a bit of water on my brush just to blend this a little bit better. And I might actually add some white. Yeah, let's try it. See what the difference is. Just getting a bit of extra paint on in areas. All right. I still want this lighter up through here as well. I'm going to use the mixing white there though. Oh, always. I'm always fixing things. I just feel like the paint needs to be thicker on here as well. I'm going to take some of that other yellow up that way, the deep yellow. Just struggling with that bit there. There we go. Not too sure about that. It's like I need a bit of the white there. I think what the problem I'm getting here is that the canvas is starting to dry out a bit. So I probably need to stop the blending. As I'm taking paint off as well as on. I don't mind like the rays though. Okay, so I've let that dry. It's still a little bit wet in the middle. There's some parts that I need to fix in my blending here and a bit up here. So I'm going to have to do that first. Then I might have to let it dry again. And then let's get some really interesting stuff in the middle here. Maybe using a palette knife. Eggy yellow. I might grab a different brush again just because it's clean. Now, shall we go with the palette knife? Okay, I've got a couple of different palette knives here, and I'm going to use this to create something interesting. I might try the take a little bit of the yellow. So I'm just smearing the smallest amount on my palette knife and just rubbing it over the top of the texture. I might want to go a bit thicker through here though. So let's Get some of this blue. Cool. Grab some of this colour. Orangey yellow. I keep wiping it off in between. Definitely going to want some yellow up through there. I've got this lighter yellow. Cool. I think I will be bringing in some white as well. Let's get a bit of the Payne's grey. So I like a really good contrast. Might mix a bit of the white in with the light yellow. Azo yellow light. Just like that. And take that way. I've muddied that a little bit. Do want a little bit of a blend. Alright, I think I'm nearly done because I don't want to overdo it, but I do want some of the manganese blue in there that I started with. I need some more dark through here. It's like I want to get a bit of a scoop through there. And then maybe a bit of a scoop this way. Okay, this is nice and dry now, but I do want to make a couple of final adjustments. I've been staring at it for a couple of days, and I really do think it helps to do that. So I want to add some bits in here, and I want to kind of create a bit more of a swooping this way effect. A bit like a, not just an explosion, but like a bloom exploding. I don't know. That's what I'm going for. So I'm going to get some of the green, the bright aqua green. Let's put a little bit through here. And I have put some white on so that I can create some of this light colour again as well. And I've also got some of the manganese blue. I'm going to need my Prussian phthalo blue. And I'm just going to pat a little bit. let's let that dry. Okay, here is the final result. And it's a burst of colour, this one. I'll bring you in to have a look at the texture and some of this blending on the side as well. So you can see the texture through the middle there. It's quite thick in places. Up through here. Thick through here. A little bit of the darker rays. I didn't go heavy on this side, but most of the explosiveness is going this way. I was showing the family last night and there was lots of things being seen within this piece. So yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think and what you can see. It's interesting that everyone sees something different. I mean, for me it's kind of like an explosion of colour, but it also looks kind of floral to me. I don't know. Other people see nebulas and things. Yeah. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Another textured abstract art piece. That's it for this one. I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.